What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing some light work here on the driveway. We're going to be bringing up my mom's Honda Odyssey to clear up her headlights just a little bit, because the other day she drove in the middle of the night and she said it is hard to see the road. In today's video, I'm just going to do a quick how to restore your plastic headlights, because most of the cars these days are plastic headlights, and the glass ones don't often need to be restored because they don't get distorted like plastic does. I'm gonna take you guys outside to show you some of the cars that I had restored years before and show you how it looks now. But I think what we're gonna be doing in today's video is I might possibly do clear coat this time around, because usually I just do a quick sand and then I polish it out. On the cars currently outside, I use like this headlight restore spray or something, and it worked well for a while, but they're pretty yellow now. They're pretty yellow now. And now we're addressing it all over again. I'm gonna be working on the headlights on my mom's Odyssey today. That tire's a little flat. And later, not in this video, but I'm probably gonna do my brother's G35 again, because they are kind of hazing up again. You can kind of see it's not clear. And this car, he might be selling it soon. And then the Caravan, I also did this like 2 years ago, and you can see that it is starting to yellow again. So these cars have been sanded down, and I use that spray that brings back the clarity of the headlights, and you can kind of see it's like peeling off. But I mean, it lasted for a couple of years, so that's fine. But now my mom's telling me that she can't really see at night, so we're definitely going to sand all of that peel off and hopefully get these guys nice and crystal clear again. I believe this one was replaced from the junkyard because the car was smacked, so it doesn't have all that peely stuff on it. So let's go ahead and get this tire pumped up real quick and move the 88 silver sedan off the driveway so we can move this car up there. I also want to show you guys really quickly a new product that came from Max Peeling Rod. Even though I've had it for quite some time now, I've been using it. This is a tire inflator slash power bank, and I actually didn't even do an unboxing. I needed this at an emergency time one time, and I just unboxed it and took it with me. But I used it yesterday for the dyno video, and it helped charge my battery really quickly. So to quickly pump my mom's car, instead of driving it on the flat to the compressor over there, we're just gonna pump it right here. Simple enough. Max Peeling Rod unit right here. I'll put the link in the description below. It comes with all the attachments you need: the charger, the chuck for the air, and it literally just screws right here in the back. And the cool part is that this thing comes already fully charged. I've only charged it once since being used, but it lasts quite a bit, surprisingly. So turn it on. 45 psi. We kind of want to turn it down to, I usually put them at like 35 or so, and if need more we can add. If we need to reduce, we can take away. And let's go ahead and take off this real quick. It is a little loud, but it is a portable compressor air tire inflator, so it's kind of given. Go ahead and put this thing on. And you do that, set it and forget it. It only has 17 psi there. 259. Let's see how long it takes to pump up this tire. All right, so just about 6 minutes from 16-17 psi in the tire to 36. Now that's like almost double the pressure that we just threw in there, and it feels long just because I'm sitting here waiting for the time. And 6 minutes, not bad to be honest with you guys, but tires inflated. I feel like this is a good unit on the go because it's nice and compact. It has a USB, it has a USB-C, and then obviously the attachment for the air chuck. But I think my Milwaukee is a little bit faster than this one. But like I said, the Milwaukee one doesn't have all the extra ports, and use this as a power bank. So this is good for the go and definitely has been very helpful with like charging all my cameras and everything. Going from 16 psi to 36 in 6 minutes, not too shabby. So this right here, guys, is available on the Max Peen Rod website. If you guys are interested in this, I'll put the link in the description below with the discount code. I failed to check my bag before I decided to restore my mom's headlight. I don't have all the sandpaper, but because we're deciding to clear coat, I don't have to go up like super fine with the grit. I am going to start off with 320 because we do have all that flakiness from the last coat that was on it from years ago. So I'm gonna try to chop as much of that off as possible. And if the 320 doesn't work, I'm sure I have 220 to work with, and if it does work well on the 320, we'll move up to 6 because I don't have 400, and then 800. I don't want to go super fine either because we want the clear coat to bite into the lamp to secure that clear coat layer and not peel off easily throughout the year. So 800, 220, 3, I believe this is 6, so we have 600 right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my bottle right here. I want to put some hot water in it because I don't want to work with cold water while the weather is cold. Probably throw some soap in it as well too to kind of clean as we sand. We're gonna hit this with 320 Dawn soap and some hot water. Let's get it. I will definitely say that it is a lot more clear than the yellow. I do still see some peels right here, right in the bottom, lightly on the top right here, but we are making progress. Looking good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and step it up to, I wish I had 400, but I'm probably just gonna do 600 to kind of define these lines a little bit, and I don't want to go any higher than 600. I think so 600 probably gonna be the last grit, but the 320 did its job. This one right here has Dawn soap. I'm gonna hit it with regular water just to see the clarity, because usually with bodywork and paint, after you do like primer work or block a panel, you spray water on it, or they have like a special chemical that you can get the panel wet to kind of get an idea on the work you've done on the panel, if it's straight or if it needs more work. If you see waves, this just kind of makes it glossy so you can see that imperfection, if there are any. So it still looks a little hazel. I don't know if clear coat is going to make it more clearer, and I don't know if there's any damages on the inside of the lens, but definitely more clear than the yellow. I don't know if I want to go up to 800 because I'm afraid that 800 might be a little too slick for the clear coat to grab. 400 is still, 600 is still a little skeptical for me, but I don't have 400, so 600 is probably what I'm going to end the sanding process with. So let's go ahead and just move on to the other side. So I'm using Luma base clear coat, mix 4:1. We are ready to rock and roll. All right guys, so the first layer of clear coat is down, and this one right here is looking good. I do have like a weird drip right there somewhere. I don't know what that is. I don't know where it came from, but for the most part, I mean, majority of the headlight is pretty clean. This one had like a weird chemical reaction or something, because if you guys look, there's like some cracking right there in the paint, and that wasn't there before. We have a little bit more right there, and this one is a little more hazier than the other one. Probably granted how many times this thing has been clear coated. This is the original headlight to the car. That one, like I said, I got it from the junkyard, but this one has been repaired a couple of times now in the last decade, and I'm not sure if like the chemical, if I didn't like sand off all the old you know, clear coats and stuff, it's probably reacting. I'm not sure, but I ended up going over this headlight with 800 grit because the video that I was watching, the guy was using 800, so I'm not entirely sure why it's still hazeled up. But at the end of the day, much clearer than before, right? So I'm just gonna let this flash off for a little bit. I'm gonna use the heat gun to kind of speed up the process just a smidge. I mean, it's already tacking up a little bit, and probably just gonna do 2 layers. So I'm gonna let this first one flash off, and we'll lay down the second one in just a minute. My little HVLP spray gun right here doesn't have a giant fan pattern, so it's hard to get a 50% overlay. Got to be very careful because of how narrow it shoots, because you can create a lot of runs. But the beautiful part about clear coat runs is that you can sand and polish it, so it's okay to make mistakes, guys. I just thought of something. I can turn the car on and just leave the headlights on to use it to bake the clear coat. Is that smart? Because it ain't stupid if it works. Yeah, this one is just a little hazy compared to the driver's side. But I'm gonna go ahead and just let that run, and I'm gonna clean up all my stuff right now. I will say that light bulb right there is a little bit more yellow. This one's a little bit more white. Granted, that one came from the junkyard, and the original one that matches that was probably popped and broken, and I threw it away. So I might go to the parts store and get some new headlight bulbs just so that they're both the same, and then we'll probably pull out to the street and see how the projection of the light bulb is now with a little bit clearer headlight. Right here, middle of the street, I mean, you can see how yellow it is and not so clear. Okay, high beams, I mean, seems to work all the way over there. Low beam is right here in front of us, probably about 20-30 feet. And hopefully the new light bulbs is a little bit more wider and kind of projects a little bit further. So I'm gonna park this van and drive the other one because the headlights are still a little tacky, and I don't want a bunch of bug collection on the lamps driving this car to the parts store. So let's go ahead and head to O'Reilly's. They have some parts. So when I'm not running HIDs or LEDs, I always run the Silver Star. And for my mom's car, I got the Ultra because it is also for extra night vision, because my mom does wear glasses, and these should be good. Let's head back home. Behind the headlight, we have one plug right here, and then there's a rubber seal over the bulb itself, which is, it's this guy right here, and then it's a retaining clip that you got to press in and swing it out. It's hard to see, obviously, but follow the instruction of my voice. And there is the light bulb. We are rocking the Silver Star Ultra. It is an H4 bulb, looks the same, and you can see the difference right here on the bulb itself. Let's go ahead and put this thing back in. Alrighty, I'm gonna do a quick little comparison before I swap the other side out. It's kind of hard to tell because the lamp's on, but let's swap the other side out. Oddly enough, I pulled the bulb out of the passenger side, and it is literally the same bulb that we just bought. So part number on the one we just took out is 9003SU2. And then the one right here in the package, 9003SU2. So we have a spare bulb. Like I mentioned earlier, I use Silver Stars if I'm not using LED or HID. And obviously right now, we just shown you guys that I had the Silver Stars already in my mom's car. So I'm just gonna put the new one on just so that they're both brand new. And then this will be the spare right here. And let's go ahead and button it up so we can bring it out to the street to show you guys hopefully a little bit of comparison between the last bulb setup. Probably gonna be hard because we had the same one that was in it before. You know, the more I look at the headlights, the more I'm not satisfied with that one right there. So I might end up redoing that one, but I will say the driver's side looks freaking awesome. Maybe a little hard for you guys to see on the camera, but I will say in real time, the light does beam further out than the last bulb. And I will honestly say that the right side seems a little more blurry than the left. So I'm probably gonna, I don't know, probably gonna either sand it all the way back down or probably go get another headlight that doesn't have a bunch of layer of clear and solvent on it. So guys, we are wrapped up for tonight. Everything is put away. My mom's car is parked back on the street, and hopefully the new bulbs and the restoration of the headlights will help the clarity when she drives at night. She doesn't often drive at night anyways, but the time that she did, she noticed that the road visibility was definitely a lot low, because you guys probably saw the headlights were freaking yellow and the bulbs were mismatched. Earlier in this video, I showed you guys the Max P and Rod tire inflator. If you guys are interested in the same unit, be sure to check the link in the description below. And if you guys decide you want to purchase one, use discount code YStatic, save a couple of bucks off, and it actually helps me out more than you guys know. But I feel like it's something to have on the go, just in case you need to charge up your phone, your devices, like I did with my cameras yesterday. And if you have a slight flat, it's a tire inflator, so you can use that to pump up your tire while you're or stranded out there somewhere, or if you guys just need a flashlight to see something maybe in the middle of the night or inside your trunk, it has a flashlight on it as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video a little bit on restoring my mom's headlight, just a smidge. If you guys did, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you guys want to stick around for a slight little garage renovation, we're going to be coming out here tomorrow to do some moving things around and making some measurements to go buy material to build a workbench for my heat press to start doing some DTF print here in the garage. If you guys haven't checked out that last video, be sure to do so. But if you guys want to stick around and see that video, possibly be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.